A day of 3 best of 3s to decide the last spot at the BLUEJAYS Austin Major. Let's get it here, Cole. As Freshie drops down on towards hut, we've got Mars in the pistol. And Freshie to hold, but Flashbang's excellent. 3 players get down the vents underneath his noses. But there is Fruit Cup and there is Snav down here on the low site. You have to think Fruit Cup can convert on this. Bomb being planted, easy kill for Fruit Cup, and the lower site has been defended.
A fantastic jump on the rotates right there. They knew that was coming. Blue Jays very prepared, but now they can fight their way through it. It's Wolfie trying to make a dive down the vents and join up with Minus at the moment. Dual Berettas take down the low HP bar of Snav. And evened up 2v2 right now, trying to dice up these duels, but great coordination in between Fruit Cup right now and Dare alongside him. Wolfie trying to isolate these fights, picks up the bomb and gets out of dodge. Oh my god, he makes it possible. I don't know how he made this escape, but now he's looking at locking in a bomb plant at the very least here for the Marsborne camp. Can he start things off well once again?
Here's already up. Oh, the dualies though are not precise enough. Can't start the clutch, but does get the plant. That's all. That really matters for the T side on a pistol round too. There's so many different ways you can win a pistol on the attack. For the side of the Blue Jays, Slight does land a scout tag. Being challenged here, Monum strays in, close to hell, and Grizz eventually completes the kill. Slight overwhelmed with too many targets. Kill back for Dare is not clean enough. Will stay 4v5 and looking for a flashbang back in too. That's an HG instead, an easy one, and the second known there for Modem. Marsborne with the chance to just completely cleave through this entire round. Dare's position known, spotted, done. Modem locks in both kills, easy A-side axis. Snav gets stapled to the wall by Minus, and that just leaves Fruit Cup X. 1v5 and probably to save. My god. Marsborne with the cleanest gun round I think I've seen from them this whole tournament.
Yeah, it's just flawless execution right there towards the outer yard. Able to overwhelm the scout, and Modem just brute forcing his way through heaven right there off the back of that well-placed HE.
Going in for a ramp hit could be the perfect play. Fruit Cup on the off angle. Grizz does move out forward. Didn't really have the help there from Chop though on the scaling. In the meantime, though, Minus to make a move outside. Players lining up for him. He goes for the full spray. Nearly gets both. But in the meantime, Marsborne are down to the low site.
Close by rotates right now. Freshie's a little bit delayed in getting through secret. Comfortable bomb plant coming through here from Marsborne. And again, that's going to set them up in a decent post. The position's looking strong. They have this control towards double doors right now. They're going to look to use that to their advantage. Oh my god.
Nades. Oh my goodness. 3 grenades come through to the double doors. Chop needs to be prepared. Diving back instead, and Modem taken down. This comes down to Chop on the spray control. He can't get it. Blue Jays with the triple nades behind the smoke. That'll be enough to get this retake done. Starting to be sacked up with players though. Utility only telegraphed the play, so Freshie gets a double. But the Minus inside of the site, can't find a quick headshot. And that leaves Modem late lurk here out towards ramp. He does have the bomb on his back. But Fruit Cup on the off angle. Good for it. Slides in for the headshot combo, and Blue Jays looking better. But a huge inner stack awaits here for Blue Jays. That leaves ramp weak. Fruit Cup. He's going to try and lob a smoke in, but I don't think that's going to stop him. Blasting past the flashbang is excellent. He goes down easy. Freshie facing off the whole team. A flying dink from Wolfie will assist in the takedown. And Snabby's running out of bullets. He's only going to be able to get one. Swinging in for more. Double doors broken open, but no. Modem slashes down another. And it's Marsborne swashbuckling into the B site.
It's tearing through them with the Tech 9s right there. And Freshie, usually a player that is so consistent at locking down that ramp room there. Such a reliable anchoring force, but the flashes, man, the utility. There was conviction with the force buy right there. From Minus's AK,
wow.
He uses that to close out the round. A little parting gift for Slight on the exit.
You'd expect to maybe a faster, lower rotate. Instead, it's Minus having to deal with 2 players. Slights off, posted up deep. Good flashbang. There alongside him. Good flashbang back in from Fruit Cup. Escorts in the peak. Even a tag onto Modem. And then the ramp stack as well. They're not going to try and take advantage of this once more. Snav tucked in the corner. Is he going to jiggle peek this one? Instead, a hard clear and a trade from Chop. A beautiful prying apart of the B ramp.
Further into the ramp room, potentially into the crosshairs here of Slight. We'll see if this out of yard smoke can uproot anybody. Slight, he missed the timing. He chose the wrong side of the ramp to look at, but he recovers in time. Chop sideline, and Slight able to connect on a Wolfie as well. Keeping this round in safe hands, and Modem too far on the lurk. Is going to have to call this one on off there. Blue Jays recovering the 3v3.
I mean, they really just needed to play a game of avoid the op. And mission failed. You see, Modem was angry about that secret entrance because Slight was able to get down to the low site. Outside wrap going through here from Marsborne. Fast strafe in towards heaven once again. Fruit Cup though, long range headshot, and Slight pops out from hell. Deals another one and hits the flick on the bottom. It's just chopping a 1v4 to complete this round, looking all but over because Slight is hitting everything.
But it's off the back of that timeout as well. Some adjustment after the Tech 9 from Marsborne overrun the ramp room. Now Dare getting in their faces once again. He finds the kill on the minus. Unrelenting aggression. They're trying to get on the T roof right now, doubling up. A little bit of confusion here in the Blue Jays camp. Oh, Freshie stuck. He can't escape. The ladder blocked him, and his pathway out of it could have made it out in a 4v3, but he got stuck on the ladder. So a 3v3 instead. Marsborne, they have a little bit of breathing room, but Blue Jays don't want to give them that, man. They want to continue to frustrate the game plan here for Marsborne.
An alert here from Wolfie. Oh my god, he almost whiffed it. In the meantime, Fruit Cup stuck inside of the hut and cannot deliver the next kill. Wolfie doubles up on the lurk outside. He takes up the space that Dare just left, and that's what catches him off guard with great timing.
And as 3 players cross in towards Secret, that means without any rotates towards lower, they could open up access. They continue this contact approach. There would be no reason for Blue Jays to rotate here, but Slight will open it up, catching Chop on the lobby lurk. Huge pickup right there to offer up some relief, and Blue Jays open up another one.
Yeah, and then they catch the vent rotate already here in the form of Dare, trying to make his way down on rotate, and just a little too late on the draw. Blue Jays are going to begin their move over towards ramp as the retake port of call, but excellent mollies are going to keep them at bay. Minus wise enough not to cross that. The bomb needs to get planted though for Grizz. It's taking a long time. Those mollies have faded, and there's nowhere for him to stand. He will eventually have to swing. He needs flashbang support from Modem coming in from outside. As both players coming through the ramp. Grizz with an incredible headshot, though. He leads off on the post plant. Blue Jays being cut down. A great trade, though, from Freshie. They're advancing on towards the bomb site. Wolfie in need of a strong frag here at the single door to slow them down, and well helped out by Minus. It makes it easy. Snap to pick up the op and save, and Marsborne are back in the game.
And that's what happens right there. Again, when you let Marsborne comfortably section off the map, they get down in towards Secret without taking any contact. Nobody on Blue Jays the wiser to the positioning right there, so you don't see anyone jump the rotate down in towards the ramp room. They just walk it out into a very open bomb site, and then Dare gets plucked out trying to re-secure some of the outer yard. Some good lurking coming through from Autumn, and that post plant holds steady as can be, especially leading off, like you said, with the instant pickoff, setting up a lot of distraction, a lot of commitment from the CT side.
It's a ramp hit, and Slight could be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of players about to come towards him, but he cuts down the first, misses the flick on the next though, and the chase is on. Flying forward to try and get Slight, but he has descended down the ramp. Will they continue the execute? Where are they gonna go? They got 25 seconds, and they're choosing the B site with Minus finding the entry, and Slight overwhelmed. It's just an MP9, and all 4 kills go for Marsborne. Lose the opener to win the round. Looking at a 7-5 half here if Dare can't do anything. The first kill's easy, but now they know where he is. Now all barrels turn towards the double doors. Charges forward. Doom around the corner as Marsborne reeling this game back in. Tough start, down 7-2, 3 rounds straight. The momentum surely in their favor after Dare falls. right there. Toss this one off to a halftime break. Marsborne energized. They're going to go ahead and challenge perhaps the best mechanical player in the server. Grizz will be in charge of the B ramp. He has help in the form of Wolfie as well. The position is excellent. Flashbang's lobbed in. Grizz, no good on any of these initial kills, but he's going to continue fighting. The A10 Warthog peak from Grizz finds 2.
Big time double right there. All of the utility tossed in right for the ramp control, and it still has to sacrifice a couple of players. Dare's opening up new paths, though. Taking a fight up against Wolfie here, and they're charging forward, gets shut down. A lot of support in the outer yard and for this ramp take right now. Marsborne position so effective, and Slight looking like he just wants to try and maybe get a bomb plant. Trying to isolate this duel real quick before he goes for any further aggression. Running out of ammo is minus. He has to try and get a reload on off, and he does so in time. Slight can't chase it forward right there. And Marsborne gonna make sure to rub it in. Bonus in order here for Marsborne. Seeing what they can't do. If they could sneak an extra round with the lesser weaponry, that would be huge. And the scout hacks continue to rain forward here for Wolfie. Looking for more visual, but the blowing open of the smoke does not work in their favor. An opening duel here. Another tag for Wolfie. So many low HP bars, and it's MP9s that they play up against, but it's still a 5v3. HE hunts Wolfie down once more, and the one healthy player standing is Fruit Cup. Oh. It's a 1v3 now for Modem.
It's winnable,
kills flow
though.
Through the feed.
It is so winnable. He does ascend down the vent, but he's going to keep pushing. Dare is holding this 1-on-3. But Dare has the bomb. Dare needs to focus up, and he does. For the headshot, even on 20 HP there. Have good flashbang effectiveness from. So here it is. Steps forward, MP9, good! Run and gun for not quite the second. Chop, though, needs to turn around. Grizz walks the smoke, though, and he finds a double. Snav. 1v3 to complete. Still inside of hut. This is known. So Wolfie just posts up. He cuts him off. Snav is stuck in the hut. Oh my god, but what a shot on a minus. Now Wolfie has to make the move. Low HP. Snav gets the bomb. 10 seconds. Fake on the plant. Thinks he's heaven. Instead he's hut. Oh, the USP. Just needed a single bullet and he will get it.
Who provides so much damage with little firepower with just an MP9. And now it's a gear rifle. Snav was able to at least get himself something to work with, try and put the pressure on the economy, but Wolfie waiting for the jump spot there. Double zoom.
Boy.
Doesn't wait long enough. It does allow Snav to slide on out here.
I was about to say, you know, they could cross the red. But they did it completely dry, because... So Wolfie wasn't ready for that kind of just complete insanity. The thing is that, yes, you've gotten the kill, but I think that's kind of all Blue Jays have gotten, is the kill. They don't really have any more map control. They're out of utility. Marsborne can still reel this round back in. Now to make another play, though, and just another dry fight that he wins.
I mean, you highlighted Snav heading into this one. Without a question, he's elevating his game to a whole nother level with this Blue Jays roster. I mean, he was a serious fragging IGL when it comes down to his old squad and Timmerman, but new fresh teammates here to work with, and he's been able to keep up that energy. Double MP9, though. This is still a difficult setup to run on through. Fruit Cup first at bat right now, chasing down these kills. Snav gives him another one with this AK, an absolute hero, and chasing it down. Bottom saves the day. His cape now in order, and he's trying to fly through this round. He gets the reload off, and he's finding every last one of them. Slight picks up the AK instead, but 7 health here, and nothing given from Modem's hands. It gets ripped away. Snav's impact nullified, and an ace to put through from Modem. His MP9 is constantly holding off this A side.
I mean, despite Snav finding the opening 3 kills of this round, once again, they've got no utility, so they must challenge the setup all alone. Modem runs and guns.
Crosses slowly but surely coming on through. Wolfie spots out a whole lot. Tags coming through here off the back of his A1S. Lands the sharp shooting, but it's only damage. It's not the kills confirmed. They're going to jump the rotate down it already through the vents here for Chop, and 2 players close by on the ramp side. Grizz commits.
30 seconds. Why not commit?
Lobby control, you're exactly right. They know exactly where this play is going to come through. Knife out for Slight, turns the corner into his demise.
And on top of the silo, Grizz good for another. And the Molly's not good enough. Modem gets to hold the line. Well, the plant goes down on the other side of the silo. Chop makes the move back in with his teammate in minus. The group up is here. Chop has a Molly. Flashbang's available as well. Shadow advantage, though. Given over, not enough. Minus gets the kill on a Fruit Cup X. It's down to Freshie here in the dark areas. Surely they should know. Again, you have a Molotov. You've got to use it. Now spot it out. Chop adjusts. Minus saves the day for Chop. And Marsborne keep this lead rolling.
Not as tense as can be, but that late info gathering coming through right there from Marsborne. Another half buy here. Does Blue Jays have anything up their sleeves? They almost made it happen with the Hero AK for Snav, but it just came down to the firepower. Just came down to the interest he was able to possess. Can they come through with the execution, the full team effort for this squad? Oh. They're out of the hut right now. They're chasing these kills down. Chop blinded up by the flashes, but he recovers in time. Spray from the heavens. But Wolfie provides the coverage, and again, it's Snav trying to make things possible. 2 kills on the tech. He repositions to try and walk the squeaky smoke. It could be the move.
He gets the bomb, and nade out in the hand for Grizz. Snav scoops up the bomb here. He's only half HP, though. An MP9 could easily vanquish him here.
Always being made on the A side.
Ooh. Surely, here for Marsborne, you just stick together. If he plants on the lower side, you just vent rotate. Simple as that. Grizz, watching heaven. And now, lands the headshot instantly. Marsborne, they were down 7-2 and have started the steamroller back into this game of Nuke. Instead, an opportunity missed out upon. Now, Minus has had enough. He's going to step forward outside. He hears so many footsteps on the way. He dodges a flash, steps forward for one, and sees the rest of the team. Good information here for Minus. And it looks like Autumn's going to be fighting in through Hut. In the meantime, Freshie goes yin and yang, walks through the smoke, but Autumn quickly trades. 3-on-3. Slight walking into Mini now. He's looking for the duel onto this site player. Slight with the full belt. Oh, and he thought, was he seen? No, he wasn't seen. So. He wasn't seen. Slight, Molly behind the silo. Slight is alone, however. He's untradeable in this position. Still converts the first kill, but not quite the second. Now, Wolfie also just sees that the site is clear. The B site is free. Marsborne gonna be late on this rotation. Smoke will kindly extinguish the Molly, however, so Fruit Cup cannot leave through control. Bomb to be planted. And Snap can't leave. Oh. Grizz won't let him. Slams the door on him, and it's just Fruit Cup X. You're in control. First target. Next is Grizz. 2 HP here. And Grizz, he's going to take it slow. He's going to continue pushing in through control. The Fruit Cup had a headshot. No. Only able to fire 1 bullet. Massive round in the 2v2 for Grizz. Even got some trust in Stan, but obviously with Susp and Fuzi coming through onto the team, he understood and always ready to play in some of the top teams. Just never got the opportunity. Now brought out of semi-retirement, helped out with Minus. It's a double kill outside, and Marsborne down 7-2 are looking to win. 11 of the 12 rounds, and Minus keeps going here from Mini. More targets on the way. Everyone on his screen. Single-handedly winning this round, you'd have to think.
4v2. Still recoverable for Fruit Cup and Freshie, but they're getting overwhelmed. A flank coming through from Chop. Back's turned, and the backstab comes through. Marsborne locking in map number 1 here. Nuke goes their way, and they find their way through this gauntlet here with an opening map victory up against the Blue Jays here. The map that they picked just a couple days ago against this squad once again. That's a whole nother task right now. You have such limitations on the cohesion that you can build, whereas Marsborne have been steady building up here, and MLTM a big piece of that puzzle too, coming through right there. The Molly doesn't come through yet, and finally he burns just a tad, but the damage is already done. The round already set in stone. They've been denied access through cave. Finally going to gain some space right now, but they're boxed in. They are trapped, and they don't even know it here. Modem chasing down these kills now. Grizz to finish it off, but Modem is an absolute turret in the cave side.
I mean, this entire tournament has been winning pistol rounds for Marsborne. I mean, I remember back on even Dust 2 versus Wildcard, he was doing great work in series prior and have coughed it up. This team has developed not just into a contender, but The real team in this server. Chop with an excellent angle to catch Snav, trying to slide into the corner.
40 seconds left, and this T side a little bit separated. They got to figure out a way to join forces quickly. There's more info gathered by Wolfie, looking to cut off the jump up on the shelf, and he nails the kill. He wants more, but he doesn't overcommit. They have a 5v3. They're going to bolster up this B bomb site, knowing that's where the transition is for Blue Jays.
And Chop on the angle. Loses the duel out to Fruit Cup. Makes the sight hold a little awkward. Fruit Cup seamless entry. More damage though, and Wolfie comes through with one plant and a double swing. Both players spotted now on the site. Modem locking in 6 HP, but gets the kill. It's just Slight on 40. Big flank coming through from Minus late right here, and Slight starts to recognize the potential threat. He posts up lower side of ramp, nails the timing. What? Why is he looking towards cave? Well, Modem, he's got 248 ADR. Smoke and time to fake on the defuse. He's actually sticking it the whole darn way, and Slight comes through in cave, nails the wall bang with the headshot. So I have to challenge cave with a Mac 10. Up close is Grizz. Tucked away in the corner. Oh, and he does get spotted. 2 quick kills come through for Blue Jays. 2 more defenders here for Marsborne. It'll have to be a miracle out of the 5-7. He's gonna make a move, but is seen by Dare. Flashbang not enough. And Chop sees a barrel, does get one with the 5-7, and is able to escape. 1 HP, he gets down to the ramp and arms himself with an AK.
Can't blame them for thinking they're not going to try and brute force their way into this B site. So both defenders starting to kind of leave. Or at least get away from this position. Chop. You can do anything extra here. Down to 1 health. That would be at least putting it into contention. Can he slide in for a kill? No, not quite. Jumping up. Skybound is Freshie. It's going to lead to Minus holding on to his rifle. In the meantime, Blue Jays going to tie things up.
And they loved running through the donut smoke. This time, House under threat. Wolfie sees the shoulder, gets the first kill. Swings on a down for the second. Opper, IGL rifler, he can do it all.
Swiss Army knife here. Snav answering back here, and he's good with the rifle just the same. Grizz in a position. Nullify the pain. Wolfie sliding into the site, catches Fruit Cup perfectly with utility out. It's still going to be Slight with a chance. Availability spam is perfect. Grizz is getting chased down as well, but Grizz holds the line. Does not give up that B site. 2 crucial frags coming through out of his rifle. And Marsborne answer back there. A full house in between Wolfie and Grizz. 2 animals in the server.
He's come so close before. Time is now, but Dare!
Oh my god!
Just found 2 kills he never should have. And potentially the round just ends off the back of that. The flashbang no good. Easy kill for Slight onto Wolfie, and a miracle round comes through for Marsborne. Can Chop do anything to stop it? Will drop a smoke, delay his life.
Whoa.
This round's still very much live. Flashbang to the sky.
I feel like the 4x3 got to him right there, something like that. Snav even gonna find an exit. But it looked like he just didn't catch a visual as he slid through the smoke. Chop gonna be the only one able to find some kills in the Marsborne camp.
Lost an overtime map to Marsborne just 4 days ago. Freshie walking up to take the fight. Double swing is in. And Slight misses as well. Chop delivers 2 on the AK. And 2 more players spotted out towards the B ramp. Look at the fast flank as well, developing here from Wolfie.
I don't know if those footsteps were heard here. If Wolfie triggers on this flank, it's still going to need to be some sort of X factor in this round. It's not going to be the easiest of holds with low HP and some pistols in the mix on this defense.
But he can now Grizz, that molly faded in the corner. He can tuck back in. And everything's kind of going wrong here. Fruit Cup needs another kill.
Wolfie died on the flank, though. He did try and trigger the aggression right there. He fell. Now Dare holding the line, low HP for Minus. Does he want to continue to aggress? Molly goes in. He's trying to hold the line. He manages to survive a little longer. Can he survive for Chop to get involved? He gets a kill while he's at it. Fighting tooth and nail to hold on to this round. And Chop is still on the scene.
Chop gets too long. And he tucks in. Oh god, Slight sees him now. Dare trying to lock in for the fight. He dies with the headshot. 9 seconds and Modem's on the wrong site. They might think he's on a flank. Bottom, weirdly enough, CT spawn could be unexpected, but he's sprinting forward instead. He wants to stop Dare from getting off of the site. Instead, he wants to actually go for the AK, and that's going to cost him his position. Bottom is going to try and play for the win here. Dare on the site. He could be wallbanged right now. But instead, Slight holding the line. Swing held perfectly. And Blue Jays battle back a 3-on-5 deficit. Construction. Those darn stone masons 500 years ago. Oh my God. Snav has hit that shot for the second time this game.
Yeah, jiggling that is no longer an option anymore for the remainder of this half. Snav is too quick right there. He's been working on those pre-fires. On the money once again.
Modem's, you'd have to think, is toast.
That's still a strong position.
Oh, sees the barrel.
Spotted.
Deals with the first. Needs the second. Doesn't get it. Snav sharp with the aim right now. So if he does come down in from the red room, has a 1v1 duel, but Snav busy being a problem, and Linus is dealt with. Oh my goodness, a Fruit Cup splatters chop. That is not strawberry on the wall.
Slight's elevated even higher here, and he's missed out on the shot a couple of times. He misses once again. That has been the one area that has been missing here for the side of Slight's AWP. Gotten a couple of shots in that location. Can't connect it. Is that going to be a big problem? Grizz says yes. Freshy doesn't know what hit him. Straight through the wall. And Wolfie's op still standing tall here in the cave side. One pick in. Dare looking for the trade. That could be the bomb hitting the floor. He's not going to peek it. Knows better than that. Not just yet, at least. He has to let his teammates take the next point of contact here.
Gonna take the opportunity to get away. Another missed top shot, though, from Slight. Tough criticism, but he has cost him this round. Wolfie posted up. He leaves the timing, though, on Cave when not needed at all. Two players are watching the rip. You don't need a third, but who cares? Grizz is gonna hit everything. He'll pick up another op, too. Wolfie gets obliterated. That's the offer. He's been doing great on the rifles, I'll tell you that. How about Grizz? On the off angle, playing the high low. Being such a nuisance. Has a smoke, though, to extinguish. And he will be here for a long while. We're going to try and spam him out, and eventually they'll get him. Dare continues charging forward. Smoke up for Chop. Flashbang to accompany it. But no kills with it. Now the swing, though, from Freshy. Good utility here from Marsborne will get him into the B site.
Fantastic stuff right there. Cutting off the access mod, looking for the spray down. He finds two. Minus going to walk right into the crosshair, though. Slight knocks him out of the server, and Blue Jays with another strong T side here are going to put themselves on 8 at the turn of the half. But this will be one of the ultimate tests here for Wolfie on this T side and how efficient his calling can be. Pulling a comeback like this off up against your opponent's map pick. A big test here. Okay. And one through the smoke there for Snav to start things off on this pose plant. Smoke and a kit as well, still in play for Blue Jays. What's the next game plan here for Marsborne?
They want to take long control, but there's so many players stacked up for Blue Jays. Can they just line up all the kills? Modem again, pistol round Demon. Puts it down to Grizz. Round the site, dealing with the first. He has the second. No, he doesn't. Freshy converts. DQ is here for Blue Jays. Pistol round secured, and maybe their map pick.
Yeah. Going to start to reinforce it, but it's a little bit light on firepower. It's just an MP9. The smokes are in. It's a little late there. They're going to have to play a retake setup once again. They're running for mollies. They're taking damage.
I mean, yeah, and they're also very segmented off here. It's only 2 players swinging into the whole team. Now the second wave comes through in the form of Fruit Cup Bets, but he's only good for 1, and it looks like a potential force bind victory for Marsborne could be inevitable. A smoke goes into Cave as well, and locks out his own teammate. Out of sync here are Blue Jays on the anti-eco. It is a back away and save. Marsborne get the force.
That's so surprising right there. You're looking at that A main control and just taking into consideration that they're with this information, with this deep control from Blue Jays, there would have to be an idea that you want to stack over a little bit more presence towards B, but that wasn't the case. And like you said, the molly right there thrown in from Marsborne to cut off 2.
All Marsborne needs to do is clear this test. Lining up utility, Grizz, knife out, is gonna die to Snav. And surely that accelerates things on other parts of the map. Lack of information, and Slight finds another. Wolfie down through the smoke. Now Fruit Cup's Deagle. must convert. It does. Headshot delivered. A second. Devastation. As Marsborne get cut down by Blue Jays on the force buyback, everything goes wrong, and that just might be the map.
Yeah, that's a brutal one right there. Whenever you say the words Fruit Cups Deagle, it usually means the kill's coming through very soon. Right now, it's Marsborne with their back against the wall.
That's not great. So the MP9 from Snap, the impact kill he's been finding in this game has just been immense. The jump up as well from Dare. He makes footsteps. It doesn't matter. He hits the shot anyways. Big map here out of Dare. Does he want to help close? Does he want to keep swinging here in middle? Doesn't seem like that's the case.
Also a little bit of map control, but they're taking it back. A main flank coming through for Slight. He has this one sectioned off. It could be a tough timing though. Wolfie walking about here. No, he turns away. And that's going to mean Slight has free reign to claim some kills towards middle. A little bit labored. It gets the job done, though. He gets his extra kill. Shakes it off. But there's a player in Donut. And it seems like Slight could be caught surprised by either this A main flank or if this timing from Donut works out. Minus. Good time to come alive here.
Ooh, and Wolfie knows. Oh, he made footsteps. I think he just made footsteps. Yeah, he did. And Slight's going to come back to check. That's just a general mistake there from Wolfie to give away his position, and it might give away the map, as Minus has been seen. First headshot, second, but knife out for the third. Nice try there from Minus, but at the end of the day, Blue Jays seized control of the economy in the second half, and Marsborne just ran out of steam.
Despite all that noise being made, it's going to be Dare playing in a very passive setup right now. Going to be met by Mollies. Going to have to keep his distance, but they're playing a retake. No intention on holding off this B site. Instead, full focus on trying to pull it through as a team. And Slight will kick it off, dealing with the Ivy alert. It's a big pickup early, but C control cut off means this retake's kind of coming through from one front. It's trying to work out a CT spawn, and they can't quite make it past this trio here. Chop knocking through them right now. 3 kills already for him. We're looking for a third, rather, as Dare sliding into the back of Oil. And Modem's still ready with this P250. They trust him in the clutch position. Bomb planted for him. Dare unknown with a kit, but sides turn. Modem not going to miss this time here. Marsborne locking in the pistol.
Beautiful pistol as well. They turn the B side of Train, which is typically one of the most retakeable sites in Counterstrike, because you can't just play the backtracks. They turn that into the B side of Dust 2, where you have to push through some of the tightest choke points on the map when you have Z control and everyone coming in through CT spawn.
Lock themselves through. With 2 here. Setting up utility. Keep control of Pop. Minus is trying to make his way out of T-Con right now. Quickly shut down. The trade's not quite coming through. There's too much resistance to run out. And so the early pop towards this A side is punished. It's a deep smoke, though. Good job. Not going to be gifted anything extra. They're playing behind it. 4v2. No need to press the issue past smokes. You've already got your advantage held on to. Plan A for Marsborne. Shut out now. They need Grizz and Chop to bring the X factor.
And Chop doesn't really want to make the move here. First, Grizz clears out Olaf with that molly, so Chop now can make some space. There's a second Molotov as well. Maybe that they might think both are in A main, courtesy of that molly as well. Good work out, but yeah, Chop now been seen, and do you even want to hold on to this Mac 10 and armor? I think it's better just to go into the blender at this point. Maybe take a kill with you. The equipment you hold is hardly worth anything. Might as well try for a kill. And I think that he will. Shift walking through the B site, jiggle peek, and Dare goes down on the spray. As long as Chop sacrifices himself, it's all good. Mission accomplished there for Chop, despite the save, but the pop dealt with. That's not
a bad way to exit the round right there for Chop. Gets an extra kill for his troubles. Managed to evade Dare's crosshair. Goes down before that time expires.
And looks like it's just going to be the straight hit. Backtracks is their only hold here, though. To the side of Blue Jays, but then the rotates are arriving. So yes, you get the bomb plant for the next phase of this post plant must begin. Grizz charging forward to try and get that space in. Wolfie as well needs a headshot out of that Tech 9. And nothing's really connecting. The thing is, BlueJays themselves are out of utility. They have to swing next. They don't really have the ability to force any fights. Wolfie in a very claustrophobic position here on the site itself. And he'll be cleared. You see how this B site can just fall as BlueJays swing. The angle's not favorable for the T's. A bomb plant at least, but nothing more.
Yeah, just whittling away at their HP as well, slowly but surely.
From how this team likes to play that map. Weirdly enough, I feel like Marsborne are more likely to do better like against a team like NRG. Might disrespect them a little bit. Compared to a squad like the BlueJays is fortunate to get away for snap, but Grizz deals with both players swinging Ivy. Dare challenge this guy, he delivers.
Handling the pressure here, Grizz with a big couple of kills. Position for Marsborne was ready for that Ivy take. Are they ready for this aggression from Fruit Cup? One flank and one back turned. Sacrificing this A control here for the fast flanking players. Dare's going to be already through T-Con. Potentially before this bomb plan even comes through. They've got to be cautious. But they got to be quick right now. The number's getting punched in. Vulnerabilities here on the flanking players right now. Dare sneaking around here. And Wolfie turns on a dime. And in time here, Fruit Cup not going to make his efforts through. His position already shown earlier in the round. And that has to be a save call for BlueJays. What a spin from Wolfie.
To make the move himself, I'm all for it. Fast out of T-Con. Minus can't convert the kill. He is diced up from two different planes on the X and Y axes. He's done, and Chop will be found in the brown halls. It's Motto to make a move. He eats the dink next, and the round falls apart here for Marsborne.
That grumbles quickly. All of their early opening duels get punished. Every facet. Wolfie and Grizz now left to try and find the way through this round. Does seem like they're going to go on the prowl, though. See if they can't make anything happen. Tough angles to fight from here with all the resistance, and even Dare with some further aggression. See Dare to turn the corner, though. Wolfie waiting for it. No, he's going to take a long approach here, and that's a quick headshot. Slight the whips the Deagle out. The sidearm does him justice. And Wolfie, the AK in hand, a path into this round here, especially towards a B that is vacant with bomb in his control. He's anticipating the idea of a flank here. He's not wrong, but it's already activated through T-Con.
But I love the play from Wolfie because BlueJays are going to second guess themselves. They're going to see that the whole A side is clear. He turns his gun back around. Dare gives them the kill. 20 seconds. Is he going to run this back to B? He is. Wolfie making a masterclass play. Slight is arriving, though. At the nick of time. Both players see each other. He wants the duel. First and foremost. Oh, he might not get it, though. Instead, he'll go for the plant. Slight can drop a molly. Do what he can. Wolfie now into the clutch. Fights in the molly, and Slight anticipates it. And BlueJays avoid a catastrophe. The frags out of T-Con, while BlueJays have elevated angles and breaking smokes. Marsborne immediately snap back with two. It's Grizz walking up Ivy. The animal. Steps forward. Freshie on the off angle. Grizz. Oh, he got to fire one bullet. He had one chance. Not meant to be. It's an off angle for a reason. Now Fruit Cup, though, steps forward, and Mata misses. Chop, he doesn't spin back for a quick trade. Instead, he'll take a sweet time with this and deliver the headshot. And Dare spotted next, but he sends the bomb, hurtling forward. It is Chop in a clutch. Wrapping around the red train. Sees the barrel. Knows where Dare is. It's going to lock in for this fight. It's an easy kill for the headshot. 45 seconds to make a 1v1 happen. Freshie? Is he just going to walk the smoke? He might off the sound cue. Freshie does, and Chop converts. Clutch for Marsborne. Here on train, 5 T side rounds is beautiful for them.
Test the waters. Show your face. And commit these rotates. It's a double MP9 here, and minus. He takes some damage, but he sure does find the headshot back in return. His gun's all the more powerful. Missed op shot from Wolfie, though. They knew there was going to be some re-aggression, but they can't capitalize on it.
Our next round approach here from Autumn. And Grizz. Oh, what a play. Beautiful play. As he's going to swing off the footsteps. It's wonderful. They think they're going to try and isolate this fight. This guy cannot lose a duel right now. He'll sneak into hell. Slight's position becomes quickly compromised. As Grizz,
oh my god!
The Phantom! Another headshot for him. It's just Freshie back in the sight with Dare. Freshie, last player standing. He's going to be overwhelmed. High, low, everywhere. Marsborne. Gods of Olympus right now cannot be touched.
Forced by it to try and close out the rest of this half for Blue Jays. This T side providing even more. I try and end it fast towards B here. Dare's going to be put on her notice. Flashbang avoided perfectly. Dare locking in a multi. The flying Grizz trade, though, comes through here. Circus acts from Grizz, but he needs to hold down the line. And Slight will chase him down. Bomb to the floor, and it's up to Wolfie to provide something extra. He's getting charged forward and does give two. Minus now in the clutch. Needs to come through here and have some impact. Subtract a couple of these Blue Jays members and provide one additional round.
Forward from Z. Oh, but Snap is prepared on the headshot line. And Dare does it dirty with the double off the MP9, but Blue Jays will eventually get to 5. Is that enough to stave off major elimination? And then there were 2 more teams to make the Blast TV Austin Major. One here out of North America and one South America remains. And Marsborne looking to be one of them. But a pistol round and a deficit here that Chop needs to help recover. Flank developing from the ramp, but dealt with both by Freshie. Quickly, the pistol round goes wrong, but Modem has a knife kill on his hands, but he's not going to go for it. Instead, well, Snap unfortunately turns, and Freshie cleans up with the quad kill to get Blue Jay started.
Oh, but maybe Chop does. He's getting...
Okay.
He's not falling back here.
Hunker down. Better clear this. And, oh, Chop was asleep at the wheel. And followed up from Wolf. He's excellent. He gets a double. Turns into a man advantage, but Slight does sprint into the site. Ollie, the swing. Players burning, but a trade from Grizz. Excellent. While in the flames. Leaves Fruit Cup X into a clutch, but my God, is he the most capable pair of hands here? First player spotted. Needs a headshot on both. Struggling on the spray, everyone. But Minus finally converts, and Marsborne pick up their first gun round. I think Dare has definitely had his ups and downs. A huge asset on the map of Ancient. Out here on train.
Now.
Yeah, it's a different story. Reload though. Minus could get caught out. Will be hard cleared. And Grizz.
Oh my God.
Dare does deliver those doubles. Put my doubt aside. Right here, but Grizz comes up with 2. Slinging it back.
Oh my God.
He takes a third through the smoke, but he's not ready for the last, surely. As the Tech 9 will eventually reach him. It's up to Chomp. Clutch again. Has had 1 versus 2 this game. This time around, he has a smoke, but no kit critically. Molly going in towards the donut side. Another smoke. Takes up a kit. And it's time to go. Defuse. A fake at least. Dare empties his mag. First kill's good. This has to be the defuse, but it's not meant to be. Freshie gets him with the Tech 9 through the smoke. And Blue Jays will scrape by. Needs to be prepared for it. As it's going to be a T-Con pop, at least here for Snap, to try and draw as many eyes towards him. While the Ivy walk-up is here. Whoa. Hello there. There's 3 players around the corner, and Grizz gets taken down. Minus in need of a kill. He doesn't get it. And Mom's still busy holding on towards that T connector. Swing forward from Minus, at least good for 1. Sends the bomb flying forward. That puts so much pressure onto Modem. Holding on to Hell. In the meantime, Chop pushed all the way through Brown Halls at the 50-second mark. Slight is watching this, is prepared, sees the shadow, and goes down. Critical moment here for Blue Jays to break the money.
Slight. Gonna keep him in the server here. Modem tracks down the spray, though he's staying alive. Limited ammo left. The A1S lands a headshot. He chases the kill down the low angle. Wolfie falls with the op, and Modem, with his back against the wall, cannot find everyone.
Because the entry prowess from Blue Jays is on another level.
Yeah, it's a really good call as well. Snav did a great job of distracting, but my God, man. Slight Doesn't get to play the round. Eliminated early.
Autumn in need of some help. It is. As they jump up, they could be in some serious trouble. Autumn still not revealing himself until he slaughters him with the perfect headshot out of the 5-7. Then the pistols open up, and the dinks are coming through. Autumn with the double. Now reloading behind the box, he gets the third. Autumn doing everything with just a 5-7 and a dream. It's just up to Fruit Cup X. First kill's good, though. He can start cutting down the rest. 20 seconds. Nade's gonna get Autumn here. He'll swing, and then he'll go down 37 HP. And Chop is just gonna stay tucked and hidden. Fruit Cup gonna sprint to the side. He knows. He's got to know where Chop is coming from. He'll plant back of the bomb train. Fake on the plant as well to bait Chop forward, but he doesn't see anything. 5 seconds. Chop walks around the site. Needs a headshot. Doesn't get it though. Fruit Cup with the clutch.
He's been doing a great job of selling these fakes through G-Con here, making it seem like he's a whole lot more than he is. Smoke goes in. Snap's taking the fight.
Oh my god.
That is chaotic here for Minus. Backed against the corner. He's evading the spam. HG to blow open the smoke. Give him a visual. But again, it's distractions being sold. This B defense needs to hold here. It's going to be Chop tested.
The flashbang, he turned from it. He holds for the spray. The Fruit Cup X does deliver a second kill. And Grizz is out of ammo. He uses the USP instead. 1 bullet's better than 30. And Slight with no picks, no visual here. So the players back at the site. Bomb will be allowed to cross at least, but the rest of this round still so difficult. And Slight eliminated. Marsborne press forward. 1v4 for Snap. Bomb planted for him. Will stay out towards the sidewalk and now returns back into upper, but this might just be a losing play. Access to the bomb granted. Modem will be in charge of the defuse. He hasn't faked it quite yet. Now Snap seen on upper, and Wolfie deals with him. Marsborne retake.
It's a huge defense right there from Chop and Grizz. The initial hold, just the same. Do not give access on this B side. And Minus wants this duel here. Wants to test Nav. Tucked in towards the corner. Forward facing angle, but Snap comes out on top anyways.
Oh, the nade doesn't even quite connect onto Snav either. Could have been a finishing kill. Instead, Grizz is going to also try and step forward in towards Olaf. And Grizz hears all of these footsteps into the brown hole, but he stepped forward with the smoke in his hand. Wasn't ready for Snav up close, and another kill gifted over to the Blue Jays.
Snav just being unbelievable. 2 kills here with just an AK in his hands. His teammates have pistols. He's finding so much impact. He tosses that AK over to Freshie, the next to pick up the mantle. See if he can't end what Snav started. Could be huge here. Fruit Cup with his Deagle, though, is so good. Wolfie knows he needs to provide some coverage. A defense. A kill back in return as he is the sole A defender right now in the back lines of Ivy. Did not get caught up in the weeds, though, here. These Blue Jays have themselves an open access for a plant. In transition, though, Dare falls on top of the ladder right there. And a long flank coming through from Wolfie. This retake, it's going to be so incredibly delayed.
I'm burning. Chop, you had a molly. And yeah, he's going to use it. Back corner, Slight will be forced away. You have to think, but a firewalker he is. And I'm on him, he sees 2. Oh my gosh, a player runs right in front of Wolfie. The USD headshot is what he needs. Chop instead has got it. And Slight, back of the train. They don't know, he denies. Wolfie, he needs to hold on to this. He does! A mandatory shot with the last second defuse. Marsborne grit their teeth.
With his impact, putting pressure on this A side of the map. Flashes in, they're going to look to speed it up a notch. Blue Jays with some initiative. Quick A play called out, and Snav already scaling so deep. Dare mollied off, though, is going to have to delay this one just a tad. As the utility continues to rain, they're ticking, they're burning, forced to smoke themselves off, and he's spam coming through from Snav. You can't survive him for very long is the answer. He tracks the defenders, but Minus coming through with some reinforcements. You can't stay in the corner for too long, and Snav is chasing Grizz down here. He escapes the crosshairs for now, and Grizz continues to impact it. No scope coming through from Wolfie. Bomb denied. Snav left last man standing, and Chop able to catch him. Marsborne will get the job done, and again, it is Grizz in these high impact moments that does it. You just got to escape his grasp. So heading towards the B side, avoid Grizz, avoid that pressure point, try and test Chop. There's no one close by to help. This execution could be unbelievably deadly.
Molly does spread, and Chop for 0. This is a very retakeable site still, as long as you hold on to these backtracks here as the CT side. Nades deployed here, and a great headshot from Grizz again. Freshie up close to the smoke, but he needs to help out his teammates. He'll swing back of the orange train, but then goes Fruit Cup. Freshie pushes through with a Tech 9. He gets another. Low HP for him. 6. And a molly. Potentially for seeing at the back of the site there. Oh, the headshot's just not connecting right now. Underneath him, though. Bottom needs a pistol to do it. The headshot's not connecting, but the body shots will do. It's messy. It's scrappy. They don't want to hit. What has happened? Minus with $1,500 in the bank does not have a kit.
What a lifeline here for Blue Jays. Marsborne, we're on the cusp of map point to eliminate Blue Jays, but instead it's Blue Jays that get there first here. Modem looking for revenge. Did so much to try and pull that round together. Had to walk away, saving an AWP here. Minus looking for some redemption. He finds the opening pick there on a freshie.
Oh, it has to keep stepping back. Oh. He eventually is found, but he's gotten tons of damage downrange anyways.
Just trying to get up close and personal. That smoke down. Covered from the T side here. He's going to toss it in. Snap is trying to play off the back of it. He is fearless in T-Con, but he is dead. Grizz catches him finally. The man advantage going to be maintained now for Marsborne as time ticks against them. 40 seconds. And Wolfie positions himself perfectly up against Fruit Cup. He's got to connect on these shots here.
There was seen. And there you go. Fruit Cup down to the off. Grizz from long range and overtime is being called upon. It is just Slight with 28 HP. On the back of the bomb train. Slight on 5. I mean, you can see the terror from Marsborne. They just want to drag this one to OT, what should have never been. I suppose for both teams, Marsborne bringing the comeback to fruition. But could have been the ones to stamp in their further journey to the major. Instead, we need more rounds. Molly, Snab alone. Underhand smoke forward for Minus is quite the risk. But that full off position. He's gonna try and fall back. The smoke breaks and 2 kills come through. 2 players spam back, but nothing in return. Marsborne lose their opening 2. In the meantime, Grizz continues to advance. The bottom falls in the meantime. Grizz, just too many targets on the flanks here. Shot does come through. Freshie does check him though, and immediately Blue Jays strike first.
Finally find their 13th right there. Takes him into OT to get it, but
looking to blast through here onto the B site. Snap tries to walk the T-Con smoke as they try to pivot back to the A site. Sure, Dare, he's up in heaven. But with this advanced control still here on the A site, not dealt with. Blue Jays attempt at a pivot completely stifled. Everyone drops. Modem will be mollied forward, but he'll just choose not to swing. Oh my god, but Fruit Cup has turned it into 2. Still, the 3rd player. The tactic here from Marsborne is perfect. Just Slight in need of an incredible op flick that doesn't seem like it will arrive. He'll go on top of the yellow train, but again, full collapse from Marsborne. Perfection.
Minus deep and towards A main. Starting to get his revenge on Snav here. The last couple of rounds has to feel like such a relief. Utility's still blooming in the faces of Blue Jays before they can start this recovery. He gets mollied off eventually, though.
Oh, what a shot there from Fruit Cup, a double entry again. Where's the resurgence here? Wolfie posts up, throwing guns across. Fruit Cup picks up an AWP and nearly puts it to work. He steps forward. Wolfie keeps going. Oh my goodness. He gets stuck on the wall. He doesn't strafe into hell, and Grizz keeps swinging. He wants more fights, wants more duels. 3 HP, doesn't matter. And that buys time for Chop to finally activate, taking steps forward. Grizz sees Freshie advancing. 20 seconds, bomb's on the floor. Bomb is on the floor. Chop destroys another, and Dare is running out of time. 10 seconds, and Chop's got them all. Finally, taking a step forward and hits all the headshots. Marsborne with the lead.
At least watching it, at least keeping his eyes focused. And oh my god, Modem evades the spam. Fruit Cup had a kill.
There it is.
Takes a shot on the Snap, but somehow Snap still finds Minus. He finds another. Wolfie can't kill the player inside of T-Con, and Snap wreaks havoc once again. Chop at least trying to bail them out. Two right players for the job to save this round, and Grizz does it more, tearing through the defense, mauling them. Freshie gonna get sidelined here, just pushing through the smoke here, takes Grizz down as well. We're all tied up as Freshie saves him once more.
I'm sorry, but what is Chop looking at, man? He's looking at a place that doesn't exist. His teammates already cleared it.
They need to stack over this B side of the map.
Okay, but the rotates are here in time, and Slight is cutting down multiples. Posts up on this hell angle. Chop's got to hit an incredible peek. And, well, even more so now. He'll swing past the line. Unable to deal with Fruit Cup. It will be Blue Jays again with another chance to eliminate Marsborne from major contention.
That could allow for Snav and the rest of the squad to peek forward. Blue Jays are so prepared for what's coming.
Molly. Snav will finally be eliminated. Flashbang is excellent at 2, and none of the shots are connecting here. For the side of Blue Jays, it is just Dare 1v5, and we go again. Marsborne stay tenacious. Oh my god, he's charging forward. He takes the fight and tears up Freshie. Next player, though, Snav up close here on Olaf. Will we have found the barrage of flashbangs is enough? The remaining 2 players still defending here on the A site. They know they're both here. Fruit Cup and Slight have both revealed their positions. So a pause from Marsborne to make him think, to make him second guess. But Fruit Cup dies inside of the smoke into Pop. Has hit an incredible timing. But they think the rotate has come through to B.
Not something that they can afford. Yeah, Fruit Cup eventually is going to turn his sights elsewhere.
This is unexpected.
Go back towards that A side.
Chop was holding it for just a second. Molly towards the back box, though. Fruit Cup delivers the first kill. Bomb still in the hands here of Chop. Over the angle, sees the shadow, needs this duel. Charges forward to Fruit Cup on the US beach. Chop struggles, but Chop gets it. 20 seconds, he's gonna sprint towards that B site. And Slight doesn't even want to make noise while doing it. Chop gets a free plant and Slight's in Narnia.
This is such a long time to rotate on over. And look at this, Slight doesn't have a kit. I'd imagine there's gonna be one in towards Pop. That could be another one of those factors playing back. He does pick it up on his way through, but it is still time ticking up against him, and Chop positioning himself well to play off the bomb. Not quite. Playing a default, so he's got to stay around towards his tank.
Slight doesn't have time. He has smoke kit, and that's it. Here we go. Approaches the site. Slight just fakes it straight up, and Chop hits the shot. When the high impact comes through, Chop is there to clutch.
His uptick in performance for this MRQ definitely felt, and it carries forward into another match. He's got the clutch Jane, and Minus has got the entry. Fruit Cup sidelined here. Snap looking for the trade. He finds it and elevates himself on top of the train, but Grizz makes sure to get his teammate avenged. And they'll settle in the 4v3 now. Finally, a time to breathe. And an advantage here. Slight gets active off the back of it. And Wolfie's holding.
When the map goes silent, Marsborne are anticipating this, but Slight will not go for the full swing. Chop in the brown halls. We're working to clear towards upper and Dare on the hold. And Chop fails, but Wolfie finally gets Slight. Slight gets too inquisitive and gets cleared. Util in towards that A site. Marsborne look to establish the post.
Plenty of time to get themselves positioned. Wolfie's got to plant the bomb, though. A little bit exposed. Could be smoke spam. But blowing open a hole in the smoke there for Grizz. Takes some pop shots through it and gains visual. Wolfie to collapse in on Dare as well. And the patience pays off here for Marsborne.
Deliver dominant round after dominant round. Still, the upset is in their sights.
It's just in B9s, though. And a Deagle for Fruit Cup. He's good with this gun, but the tools on Marsborne are severe. The utility that Blue Jays have required to take map control is so necessary. No way Dare makes a move like this. Not only B9 shot is caught off guard. The pressure through upper as well. It claims another kill. Now Slight pushing through long. Collapses. Wolfie doesn't react. No callouts given right there. No reaction available. Minus left into a 1v3. And just when they need it with the MP9s, it gets the job done.
Silent position. Eventually, Fruit Cup will begin his advance. You have to think Grizz on the line. And the angle's no good for Grizz. It's so easy for Fruit Cup.
A big pickoff right there. Grizz trying to get cheeky inside of Ivy. You know he wants to late activate in that position, cause a flank. Will be further aggression. They've evacuated this position. Now it's all about info and the timing of which this execution comes through. Chop's underwhelmed. Needs to hold on to this B bomb site here, and he does get chased down. Surprised by the amount of pressure applied on that B site. And it will be Marsborne getting chased out of this round here. It's BLUEJAYS looking to tie things up.
And it's just coming through from the murder hole here. I think he was seen. Yeah, Snap knows. And I think Minus has to deal with just an impossible off angle. Snap will not be missing. And Marsborne will actually be required to save.
All knotted up. BLUEJAYS trying to rock on the T side here to get things rocking through here. Chris blasted by the HEs. It's another opening death for him. Back to back. This time targeted by the full squad of BLUEJAYS. An arsenal of utility to level him out in the round. And the big piece here for Marsborne, sidelined early.
Minus and T-Con. Chop will be in need of some support. Oh, but he gets destroyed. He goes in for a swing and Freshie erases him. And I think Fruit Cup, has he seen this already? I think he's going to clear this. Fruit Cup jiggle peeking.
Clear it, but in the meantime, this B execution coming through there. Fruit Cup is surprised, but it doesn't matter when Slight Best Wolfie, the only defender on this B side of the map.
Av has worked through the brown halls. Crossfire awaits him. Shadow spotted as well, but the shot misses. Snap with a chance. Minus delivers his own headshot. Their next challenger. And Minus gets some aim practice here. Will Snav clear him? The Molly, though. An instant smoke. An instant smoke from Monum. He's going to save his team, but the clear is in from Dare. He's had enough. And Freshie picks on a Chop. BLUEJAYS have the whole map to themselves, but they only have 30 seconds. That is the extra player here for Marsborne. Monum will be forced away by the Molly, but he can play behind it. Behind the box. He stands. And he will just barely be cleared. And this is it. It's Grizz 1v5. And a miracle must happen at the back of the site. He's low in HP. 6, he's down. BLUEJAYS will eliminate Marsborne from major contention and advance forward in the third place decider bracket.